but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Stop right, I'm on a trip. Look at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's divisional round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Buccaneers and the Lions next.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're up and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
The questions about Jared Goff's future as an NFL starter, whether he's a long-term answer in Detroit, those are long gone. This offseason, signing a lucrative deal, including over $170 million guaranteed dollars. What I love about what he's done in the Motor City is he's created a sense of belief, a confidence that they have been waiting for, clamoring for. When he steps on the field and into that huddle, he elevates everybody around him. He's made believers in Detroit. Quite a redemption story for Jared Goff.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First down throw from Goff. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Lions readying for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? Gotta flush you. You gotta play one play at a time. You gotta flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you gotta be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You gotta think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help your team find a W.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2. Toss play to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So second down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And a solid gain there and gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Baker now off the play fake. On target to Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Barkley finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now following the play, pretty quick stoppage. This is going to be for an injury. And, oh boy. Sam Laporta, the one in some pain, he's being checked on. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, it's Goff. Rolling into enemy territory. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. We'll slated downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end in motion right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stop that time by Jamel Dean. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they take him down right along the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go with Montgomery. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Goff on 1st and 10. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. From the 36. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Baker now from the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Able to find Wright. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running left, it's Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's the end of one. Both teams with... Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. Throwing is gone. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And it's a nice little chunk here. 6 yards. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. Down to the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the Oh, it's an interception! Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Goff to the air now. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. In a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Jack Fox on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
Kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They can give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets them something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
I think the defense offense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice present onto the end for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 4. Wright reels it in. And he crosses midfield before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Gets this one to Patrick. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down by Fred Warner. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've arrived at half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Baker now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit and couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. Trying to work quickly now. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st down. Here's Baker. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Mayfield to throw again. Buys time, rolling right. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up third and very long. Here's Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Needing 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Here's Goff. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. They're in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time. It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Which was the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Off play action, Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Goff. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. First down, a run with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Three quarters in the books from this one. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go to Barkley again. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Throwing off the play fake here. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Throwing this back in the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Mayfield. On target to Godwin. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Barkley's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Mayfield urging his guys to the line. Second and manageable. He's throwing. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. This is complete to Patrick. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions only up by a few. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Another one for Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. Found some space. Got his team 21 on that run back. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. To throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. A give to Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket.
I mean, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, you've got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you've got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game
play
like
is
this.
under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. From the 32. Trying to push it deep downfield. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
That ultra ground music, riding in the year, not used. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet I step and approve. Straight ultra ground make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt up when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second
Fucking phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them teen that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up for brothers. I said, jumping back, and lit, you at. She was just running, Dennis Smith, run it back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Said she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the bed. I'm in Miami, so we know the bands of the jet. I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy on. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. Come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle for my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the ride at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either wait. If you get it, then that's the place. Wanna run it up,
my back, them L dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, back your buddy. If you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that got me. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Jail on the gag, glow. Yeah, glow.
Hey, yo, fresh out the, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the lead, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Ironic, I'm so iconic.
Yeah. Bia, Bia. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a...
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today. Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Finds Mims. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's Matt Hawk who's headed out there to punt on 4th down. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 3 now. Mayfield now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Here's Saquon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On the move, headed right. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They run it with Saquon. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now here's Mayfield. Able to get it to Barkley. Running in the red zone.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He's got it. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Nix now to throw. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion Johnson right. Nix with it on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Nix. Chubb brings it in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Baker now off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the ground with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. We'll see what they do. A very tempting spot to go for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Here's another carry for Barkley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Riley Moss with that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Baker now. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Took his shot at 6 that time, and that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. To throw, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Matt Hawk on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Running left, this is Barkley. Oh, what a stiff arm! And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Play fake, it's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Broncos are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing here, Nix. Finds a man, Adam Troutman has it. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. The Buccaneers add another DB, 3rd down coming up. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, they're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Broncos working here. Throwing the out route complete. Running in the red zone. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over after the interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Nix from the gun. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's got it at the 5. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Mayfield to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing on first down, Nix. Mims with the grab. That play good for 17 and a first down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This 42 yards from the right half. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
One last play before the break.
Kings! Done!
Back to throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on fourth down. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down from the red zone. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Trying again following the sack. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he cuts it back right. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's fourth down. He'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They give inside to Chung. And he gets absolutely popped. bring up 2nd and 10. Play action with Nix. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Mayfield. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st down, here's Baker. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for White. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they had that one contained right at the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he's brought down for a loss. So we're through 3. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Play fake, it's Mayfield. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. This is hauled in by Ingram. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Chubb running out of the gun. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Sauce Gardner with the INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone, Brock, and unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Yeah, usually why you see coordinators call runs. Try to give yourself a little bit more room, so if you want to take a risk on 3rd down and it backfires, it doesn't backfire in 2 points.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 41. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. The give now to White. And they stop the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Broncos offense all set to go. And Bronc, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix from the gun. Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Broncos at a 2-score deficit. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Nix off the play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's the give to Irving. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Once again, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's out of bounds, not the return that he had drawn up, no way, and actually loses yards. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. It's White on the give. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he's almost there, but no, they they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson with a return here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Throwing on first down, Nix connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Nix with it on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no.